All right. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, one moment. All right, yeah. Hello, everybody. So I'm Ryan Ford, and joined here with two co-commentators. So if y'all want to introduce yourselves.
What's up, everyone? Emmett here. Excited to commentate my buddy Ryan's run.
Hello, Zoasty here to help commentate.
Hey, what up, boys?
Yep, just
Yeah, I
two dudes
appreciate
on
it
the
a lot.
couch.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much that y'all are helping me out on this as well.
Oh, no worries at all. I'm glad to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I figured on a GDQ show, a lot of times people definitely would want to do commentary, and I'm like, yeah, why not? Try and see if any homies want to get involved, right? So figured Emmett here, who taught me this route, and Zoast, who's inspired me to actually learn this game, and give me quite a bit of tips in my stream as well. So I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I guess with this run, oh man, I was gonna say for you guys to rock, paper, scissors for the countdown, but
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
hold on. All right, I'm gonna pick Zos to do the countdown for this one, since Emmett comms for me the last marathon. So
Alrighty.
right, on your mark.
You ready?
Yeah.
On your marks. Get set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Hey.
There's some
let's do this
mix-ups
thing.
there.
Sorry. I wasn't really prepared to do that.
I was
My bad.
ready for go.
I know, right? It's a good way to start it off.
I'm just bringing excitement to the run any way I can think to do that. And that may include derailing you later, now that I know I can derail you, Emmett.
Oh yeah, it's actually very easy. I'm very susceptible to derailment and peer pressure.
Put him in shambles.
So this is a Samus death RTA, right? It's like the main category of SM on this Ridley here.
Yeah, dying on purpose to Ridley. I
So
don't even know how to actually die to him. I know there's a way, but
it's pretty funky. So yeah, for everyone new to the run, the strat is to damage down behind Ridley. I think the tail just does more damage. It brings you to a certain amount. You get hit 5 times, and then it counts as Ridley defeating you. And then we start the escape sequence, which Ryan is on now. But if you do some tricky things at the start and he shoots a fireball, which is a random chance, and you can get triple hit by it. You can run and go and get hit by the tail because you're a bit lower, and you'll die when it's wild. So Charles and I decided to really try to make it a category for no reason, and then we both ran it for 2 days. And then a real cutie did one attempt and beat us both, and we never did it again. So that's the story of that category.
holy, that's so bad. Oh, a quick chill. Yeah, since this is a marathon and we're doing since we're doing for disaster relief done quick, we do have an incentive for save versus kill the animals. Donation bid war. So if you want to see me save the animals and fumble around, then
Yeah, I was
bid on
like,
that.
you know where to go, right?
I know where to go.
Okay, probably better than I do.
Optimally moving there though.
Well, that's impossible. We don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Imagine practicing saving the animals. Come on.
I'm feeling
Sorry,
I'm feeling isolated here.
Sorry.
Who actually has sweet tech?
Zo's just doing triple stutter 4 taps, saves the animals.
Yeah,
Little
to answer that
moonfall
question
there.
in chat, I'm gonna be doing PKRD because it's a little safer than PRKD.
Yep. So that's the boss order, PRKD versus PKRD. Honestly, doing Kraid second as opposed to third isn't really even that much slower, and it's a good bit safer. I could probably run up and PB with a PKRD, but there's a little more variance with the drops, but it's really not too much different than running a PRKD. Just have to be a bit more mindful about picking up more supers and stuff on the way back. So it's kind of cool.
That's a lot of the time losses, like if you get like the god drops coming out of Ridley, then it's not that much of a time loss, but if you don't, you kind of have to slow down there, so.
Yeah. I still don't know which is the best to farm, because when I taught Eddie the run, I remember trying to lab out whether or not farming the metal pirates was faster, or if farming those bugs before the frog hallway was faster. It kind of just like depends, but I think the metal pirates might actually be better. But anyways.
I thought that was the other way around.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. We've tested
in regards
both.
to, well, at least that's what Eddie came up with at some point.
Right.
At some point, Eddie said that the route down to Croc, the bugs there is faster, but the metal pirates are definitely nice too because they make it safer coming out of there. If you for any reason like want more health to make it safer, more comfortable getting out of there, I think it's worth doing the metal pirates
for sure.
Yeah, if you have to farm those bugs like 89,000 times, then definitely that's why I stopped doing.
Which is generally the minimum, 89,000.
Yeah, I swear that almost every run I could not get away with doing less than 7 farms on those bugs. So I was like, all right, I've had enough. I'm just gonna start doing the optimal route instead. That's kind of what pushed me, to be honest.
That's funny.
Ryan took a little bit of a hit there, so we're relying on the fates here for this boss. Generally, you want to come in with full HP, but which just encourages Bomb Teresa to drop some missiles. But I believe in the drops.
Ryan's using a moonwalk here to slowly back into the correct pixel position to make BT jump straight up and out of the way.
Well, I got punished.
Just a small little punish there, but still a quick fight, good recovery. But yeah, as Zeus was saying, there you can kind of see a dotted background there, and we use that to get in a perfect pixel position, and the moonwalking helps you get there, and it forces Bomb Teresa to kind of jump back immediately and not stomp on you.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to pay attention to if you're learning this game, to try to learn a lot of the background cues and stuff like that. It can be very helpful for consistency with some of these things.
Yeah, honestly, something we can all use more, including myself, times 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, this game has so much depth and so much ways to play this game in your own style, which is why I love it a lot now that I've finally took the plunge and learning this game.
It's a deep plunge.
It is a deep plunge.
Yeah, it's certainly a big time commitment, trying to grind, but I feel like it's a lot less than it. I assume it's a lot less than it used to be, just because we have a lot of good resources, practice ROMs and stuff like that.
For sure. It can be more efficient, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks to the works of so many other people, before most of us. So it's I say most of us because Zo's been around for quite a while. So.
Yeah, remember my game saver days back in the day where it was very easy to mess up your save state, and you didn't know how fast each room was unless you took video and put them side by side.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw because Zenny has those two interview videos with you and one with Behemoth, and Behemoth was saying the same thing in his about exactly that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that just reminded me.
Yeah, it's so helpful to know just to test things with ease. I mean, it's so easy to test strats and to sort of strat jam a room.
Yep. Yeah, all the different micro movement that you can do to learn how to just squeeze out an extra few frames per room, and if it's comfortable or if it's unreasonable and stuff like that. It's so good. It's so good.
I think that is what's drawn. Ryan and I come from competitive gaming history, and I had never really speedran too much before. I think Ryan, you were already kind of involved in speedrunning, but taking the dive into this game and seeing how there's such an basically unlimited skill ceiling, which I never expected for a speedrun game, because I always think it's versus the computer, so there's I'm gonna hit this ceiling quick, but this game has so many tools that allows you to just if you want to push, you can keep pushing essentially forever. There's almost no limit of how good you can get in this game, how much time you put in. I don't know how many other speedrun games are like that, but that's the big draw to Super Metroid, I think. Also, nice red tower. That's a tough room to do first try.
Hey, thank you. Just immediately messed up the next room.
Hey, that's fine. You got the hard one. That's all that matters. Who cares about that room? Actually, that room's tough too. That's a tough room too, and it can punish you pretty bad if you fall in those plants. They'll gobble you up for 4 seconds.
Yep, what we call the vial plumes.
Yep.
Really, the damage can be consequential from those things too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because they eat you for a while, and
right.
Yeah, these big caterpillars too. They can
Oh god, 60
destroy
damage I think here if you get hit by a caterpillar. So it's a lot.
Yeah,
Since we sequence broke to get up here, the game's going to be less friendly to us as far as enemy damages and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they're kind of expected to have Varia's suit by this point, so you would normally take half as much damage from everything here.
You guys are wondering when we sequence broke. It was earlier when Ryan got the super missiles. He jumped through the door and
oh wow,
did what's called a mock ball and retained his run speed in ball form, and that's how we got the supers, and that's where we broke the game.
Yep.
Feels like we're doing a lot of sequence breaks in a row right here.
Yep.
You're breaking a lot of sequence to get straight to the wreck ship here. No ice, no grapple, no,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
no,
Red
no
Tower,
Varia.
too.
Yeah.
Red Tower, I guess, is also a sequence break. I didn't think about that. Are you meant to have ice there?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I'm almost certain of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Very nice backup. Immediate backup. The CWJ in a marathon run's always funny. I've done a few now, and I'm always nervous there. And I'm I hope I don't get a CWJ attempt every time I come out to it, because I think I would easily spiral and just miss HPJ for 20 minutes straight. And that's why Ryan's the GOAT, the up-and-comer SM god, and that's why he gets the backup instantly under pressure.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing that was not good was I accidentally backed up into the other room.
I saw that. I was like, I wonder if he's going for another CWJ to kind of show us what's up.
Yeah, I think my L button input dropped when I was moonwalking backwards, and she just turned around and ran into the room. And I was like, oh, okay.
No one's on that. Extras. We got extras.
That's why I always farm that one extra cack attack. Just in case. But if any of y'all want to break down Fantoon,
yeah, we wanted to conserve our energy getting here because Fantoon's going to hit a little bit like a truck here, and Fantoon basically has 3 different patterns, and lengthwise, Fantoon has 3 different patterns, two of each. That was a slow right there, which is about 11 seconds slower than a fast pattern, and typically we go for a 2-round, although there are other possibilities, though.
Yeah, I'm certainly getting a 3-round now.
Yes.
It's fine though. I got these comfy mid patterns, and it's at least it's not so bad since my health is so high.
You're keeping it very under control, which is good for the setting.
Yeah. So I figured if I try to be too aggressive, I could end up dying, even though my health was really, really, really high from extra farming and stuff. But
I mean, 3 rounds.
If you
really
make 2 mistakes, you can just easily die. So
I mean,
rather not risk that.
You can take a double hit in here or a triple hit. You got to be careful of stuff like that, even with high health.
Yep. 2 flames
hitboxes are deceiving on those flames.
Exactly.
Very deceiving hitboxes, and they actually last after you destroy them. So you have to be wary of that.
Yep. So yeah, slow mid. That's all right.
Yeah, that's solid. I mean, a lot of people struggle with getting 2 rounds consistent, even all the way down to 42s. So like, you know, it's still solid to get that.
Super true. Like for example, in the tournament, like what Oats and Goats like missed in grand finals. He missed like he got a 3-round like every run.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I think maybe the last race, but I might even be wrong on that. It might have been like literally every run.
Yeah, it just goes to show how difficult it actually is to be consistent there.
My last race and the 80% tournament before that was a 4-round. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
4 rounds slow.
Before.
4 slows.
4 rounds slow. Oh
Yeah.
man.
And I think he had like a really rough drag on too, and I was like, oh my god, and you still got a 41. I'm pretty sure in that run, and I was like,
all right, I'm leaving. Call
guy's
it.
a
It was
beast.
fun, guys.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I think there was something that happened with Kraid too that like was not a stand-up, but it was like you got like bad RNG after like not getting the quick kill. There was something like that, but
I can't remember.
yeah, I remember that like Ridley was the only like really good boss fight that you had like in that, and I was like, you still got a 41, so I was just like dumbfounded. So
You know,
like,
that's
so
kind
impressive.
of it's but it brings up a good point, kind of like what I was yapping about earlier. Because the skill ceiling is so high in this game, like messing up tricks is kind of whatever. If you have like really clean movement, the fundamentals is truly why this game is so great and how people move so fast and like minimizing your mistakes per room. And I think it's just like, you know, if Zos can get a 15-round Fantoon and still get a 41, it's just like really shows how fundamentals it carries you in this game. And I think that's sick.
Yeah, just staying composed too. I mean, that's important. Yeah. Maybe somebody might think that at a high level you just do all the best strats and reset until you get them all in a row, but that's not realistic, you know, in this game.
No.
Yeah,
You have to be able to back up. Yeah, you have to be able to keep composed and fight through some sort of adversity.
Exactly. Like you're gonna mess up something. It's like unreasonable to think that you're gonna get a perfect run. Like even the best of us.
Yep.
Also, there's quite a few raids that came in, which thank you all very much, everybody.
A perfect run. I'm still thinking. So if you got a perfect run and just slam that 38, would you just personally?
Slam a 38.
Personally, I just put that. I just put the game away. I think I would never look at Super Metroid again.
Hey.
38.
I
don't know what his sum of best is at.
I mean, I'm kind of afraid Zenny or Drewski's going to hit a 26 with RTA strats, and I'm gonna have to close up shop. I feel I got my own worries too.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. All right, no one saw those failed moonfalls in Red Tower. All right,
those moonfalls are tough.
I'll only talk about it once.
Yeah, that second one you got to do blind. It's a little rough.
I mean, this whole segment to me, I talk about this a lot. Grav to Ellen elevator is like a straight like fundamentals test, and to me that's like the hardest part of the game. It's not, maybe it isn't the hard mentally because, you know, there's no big trick, so you don't suddenly like lose the entire run. You just subtly can lose the run by like little mistakes. But it's not like missing full halfy and you're like, okay, well, time to try again. This one's just like a lot of small details in every room that are just really hard to execute, I think.
Yeah, it's easy to bleed a lot of time here, so it's easy to kind of overlook, or, you know, it's a little inconspicuous, but yeah, you can bleed a lot of time here.
Well, yeah, I just realized that I farmed that one extra power bomb for no reason on the crab because I forgot that I'm doing Kraid before Ridley. Yeah, just in hindsight, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I didn't have to actually do that. But yeah, so the route divergence.
Yeah, and it's slightly different items here too, so it might be like, you know, feel a little awkward. I know I'd be a little confused here. Like you don't have speed and high jump, so it's a little bit of a different layout.
Sure.
Yeah, my biggest complaint is no high jump here.
One thing you can do in this situation is you can also you can just start throwing supers around an attic, and you usually get them back here.
Oh yeah, true.
that makes sense.
Give
Actually.
you-
Think about that.
Can ensure that you have more missiles coming out of here. Regular missiles.
Good Kraid quick kill there. We're not going to see Kraid stand up. Even without high jump, Ryan still gets that, so that's nice. It can sometimes throw you off having different jump height there and speed.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hi, can I
Yeah,
hop in
going-
real quick with a little message?
Yeah, go ahead, Spef.
Yeah, so we were gunning for hitting $40,000, in the last couple of runs, and we just hit it. We just passed $40,000 raised over the course of this marathon,
Wow.
and we got past that milestone with a $1,380 donation from Lumineco that just says, save them animals, and went towards saving the animals, putting it in a decisive lead right now by about $2,000. But it's not over. The race is still in there. We can still do it and kill the animals and save the frames. But Lumineco, thank you so much for that generous donation. Congratulations, everyone. We've hit $40,000.
Yo, thanks so much, everybody. Oh, I guess a divisive question between both of y'all. Save or kill the animals? Which are you rooting for?
I don't even
That
like
includes
saying
Spef,
this
too.
because I always sound so evil and vicious, like when I utter these words. But I do want to slay the animals. But I don't know. It's kind of cool seeing, parts of the game I don't recognize as much at the end.
DLC content.
Yeah. Doesn't it sound vicious? I'm like, jeez.
Exactly.
Garrison used to say save a real animal, so it's not as vicious if you say it that way, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
And then yeah, Zos and Spef. How about both of y'all?
I'll go with let's just skip them.
All right, we've got so far a consensus on.
I'm team speedrun. Kill the animals.
There you go.
All right, it's a
Those
consensus.
animals
It
are
actually is.
duns, though. If it was up to us, goodness.
Absolutely
Yep, so-
pulverized.
Yeah, for real.
So if you don't want that to happen, chat, you know what to do. Try and shore up the cash. So- yeah, I guess also to point out, so there was a bit of a sequence break there for coming to get Ice Beam early, since normally you're supposed to have Speed Booster to run through those gates. Not really much else to add about that, but
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I like completely spaced out. I was like, wait, do I normally have speed here when I get ice? I thought that's what you meant. And then I was like doing the route in my head and so confused. But yeah, in general, like in a casual run, you meant?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, another little sequence break there. It's actually the same kind of tech we did earlier when we did the mock ball to get supers. So it's kind of that same idea, and we're using that to sequence break again. Getting that ice beam, so we don't have to get it later.
I'm not sure if a Super Metroid speedrunner is the best person to ask about what sequence breaks are happening because there's so many of them and we're just so used to.
That's actually true.
It's true. Whatever early supers gets mentioned as a sequence break, I'm like, oh yeah, like the first one.
As far as I'm aware, every item I'm getting is like a sequence break, right? Like I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, we're about to sequence break up Bubble Mountain, so you're supposed to
Okay,
go
how are you
around
supposed
the
to
bottom. I think you're supposed to go around the bottom right. I believe so, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
You're certainly not supposed to like wall jump around this or like
Yeah.
freeze these two
Yeah.
waivers to like get over because
Wait,
we
so,
get speed booster over here. Then there's
wait, are you cheating right now, Ryan? Is that what I'm hearing? Go back, go around. What are you doing?
I'd say it's a little bit of a exploit, I guess. Oversight.
Right.
It's a dev's fault, not mine.
It's beautiful how open this game is, though.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, being able to do like reverse boss order even without like super like breaking the game as well. Compared to, I don't know, like Donkey Kong Country 1, I think of like RBO is like one of the most broken things I've seen in the video games. It's like it's like so different. But yeah, and it feels like kind of regular clean gameplay for the most part for this one. Oh, what the? All right, I won't explain what was complaining about there. But
these items are kind of, I would say, like a little bit of the bare minimum I like to leave with. It's still good. I mean, you can leave with less, but you have to be pretty like aware of your resources at this point in the run, because you're heading to Ridley and Lower Norfair, which is a really like difficult part of the game. A lot of like scary moments, and then you fight an incredibly hard boss with a low item layout. So you got to be pretty like, you know, aware of the ammo going in. And supers do double damage to Ridley, so the more supers we got, the better. And make things a lot easier.
I forgot to tease Emmett with the trying to jump over the missiles.
Oh yeah,
the wave missiles.
I always tell Ryan if he skips the missiles, then I'm done. I'm not helping him anymore.
I forgot to do it. Crap. No, it's fine. Yeah, I thought about farming to full for supers also, but then, oh my gosh, the speedrun brain muscle memory was like, okay, I got 7 supers. Let me just get out of here.
Right.
But I had pre-planned like in advance, like, to farm to full for the marathon setting, and then I just didn't. So the muscle memory just kicked in.
Yeah, muscle memory takes over.
Yeah, the supers and health have an interesting connectedness to them here, because you're going to be killing 2 kung fu pirates or metal pirates, whatever they're called down there, right before Ridley, and those drop mostly supers and big energies. But if you get full on supers on the first one, for instance, then the second one will health bomb you, which will make you a little healthier going into Ridley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so trying to do the cool trick with the lava spark, but I failed it, so I just got to do the grav jump, which, because I have Varya, it took way less damage as well. So
yeah,
it's part of the marathon safety right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of showing off why you do Kraid first, or why you would want to do Kraid first there, because you take so much damage so quickly if you just do power suit gravity jump there.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan would probably be down like 100, 120 HP if he did not have Tank and Varya. But now we're sitting at like 234, so it's pretty nice.
Yup. Here's what we call, what the heck? It's not what we call that, but... So say, worst term of the game.
I was ready to roll with that one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That guy's butt just landed right on me. Oh man. So yeah, unfortunately, doing Kraid first, like, doing its job after all these mistakes.
Yep.
Holy.
Kraid first paying off huge here. Still really impressive of Ryan, by the way. So yeah, we do call that room worse in the game, or what the heck. But that game, that room has a lot of issues. There's a lot of lag, and a tiny mistake is like shambles. You often have to reset the entire room. So even though Ryan got hit there, able to, be composed and still get through that room like perfectly. And that was great. Because I think it's very easy for that room to spiral.
Oh wait, I didn't actually need to powerbomb that second time, but whatever. It's fine.
We wanted to make sure those blocks were gone for good. So
yeah, because those ones are not powerbomb blocks, even though I didn't destroy them. But oh my jeez. Okay. Well, I got a amount of health that I'm pretty comfortable with still. So hopefully it goes well.
Hey, y'all, is it all right if I hop in here real quick with one donation and a desperate plea?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Anonymous donated $25 saying, what an amazing final night lineup. Had to donate to save the frames. Here's $25 to kill the animals. Can we get to 50K tonight? And I believe we can, and I believe it would go a long way to get us to 50K if we close that gap between save and kill the animals. There's about a $2,000 gap between them. We have about 15 minutes-ish until that will close, maybe a little bit less. But we've done wilder things before here at GDQ, so get those donations in and we can still kill the animals.
Hey, thanks so much for that donation. Keep them coming.
Nice opener on this fight. This fight's this is pretty amazing, actually. Wow. This is considered, I would say, one of the biggest hurdles in quote unquote new route, and Ryan's kind of shown us how it's done right now.
That was
Hey,
a
thanks for those
beautiful
compliments,
manipulation at the beginning.
Hey, I appreciate that compliment. So here I'm gonna lose count on how much damage I did since I shot missiles like in between when he turned red, but it's okay. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I think you're
Phantoon gets-
around 5 or 6, but yeah. What were you
Oh
saying?
my gosh.
I was going to say, Phantoon gets a lot of attention for being an RNG element, but Ridley is a lot of times very critical to the run, how that goes. And some of it is due to RNG. Ridley can do some weird stuff like random back bounces and just make your life hard, more difficult.
Yeah.
I didn't even use all the supers for the fight, but I'm down.
Honestly, though, it kind of sets you up because
Yeah, because
because you're doing PKRD, so it's actually like fine that you didn't.
I almost didn't get the
You might
Z-tank,
even
even
save time not having the farm here because now I think your supers are okay. So kind of works out. I basically intended.
all intended, baby.
Yeah, all intended. All according to plan.
Yeah, not having to do the 17 million farm going into Meridian that I complained about earlier.
But yeah, as Zeus was saying, like Phantoon just has the very obvious RNG. It's like, fast, mid, or slow. But when you're fighting Ridley, like there's so much going on and you have to move in certain ways and you have to manipulate him. But then Ridley can still also act however Ridley wants to act. And yeah, it's just, in my opinion, a much more difficult fight at like kind of the higher level, I guess, as the game gets harder and you need to push your times down.
Yeah, oh gosh, this is all the parts that I didn't practice out of like forgetting what I'm supposed to
You got
do.
the short charge. That was a really nice strat to get the short charge. Mock ball there where you're blue, and so you break both those blocks. It actually saves a good amount of time to do that too.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 seconds there. On
Yeah.
that trick.
Good thing I have the extra tanks. Oh my gosh.
Well, you're cruising. I mean, it's a good time through that room too to take the hit. Only taking one hit and not bouncing back down.
Yeah, exactly. When I morphed and got hit there, I was so scared. I'm like, please make it, Samus. It was looking really close to not get up there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, very good health, especially with the Ridley E-Tank. So feeling comfortable, if anything.
And in a casual playthrough, you can do charge shots to get rid of key hunters pretty quickly, and you can also hitbox through them by shooting them right as you run through them. But we don't have that option in the more optimal RTA route here, so they can box you in, and you can't really do much about it if you get boxed in.
Yep.
Yep.
It's clean though. I would say generally when I'm through this door that Ryan just went through, or most runners are probably feeling pretty relieved because Ryan essentially has gone through what I think is to be the most dangerous part of the run so far. That last 2 rooms, the 3 musketeers we call it, with those 3 pirates. Ryan did very specific movements to manipulate them in a certain way. That allowed Ryan to not get hit at all. He manipulated them correctly and avoided all the hits. But it's generally a very dangerous part of this run. So there's a lot of
Don't go to
big
Crate.
tricks still. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say it out loud just to remind myself.
that's good.
But yeah, continue though. My bad.
No. I mean, that's it. I was just saying it is, it's a scary part of the run and Ryan got through it. So it's kind of a sigh of relief, but it doesn't mean that there's still not very hard tricks and hard things coming up. Actually, I would say Meridia is the area of tricks, the tricks that can sometimes, cause you to reset because they're big time saving tricks coming up.
Yeah, so runs come to die. As they say.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's usually like you'll probably lose a lot of time rather than like die most of the time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, especially this gauntlet from Batu and Full Haffy and Dragon. Those happen really quickly in a row, and they can have high variance if you make any mistakes. And even just RNG wise, you can lose 1 second, maybe up to 1 second or so on Batu and 3 or 4 seconds on Dragon just from bad RNG alone.
Right.
Yep.
So Ryan's setting this up here a little bit. Wanted to run in from the left side of that ledge to set up this X Factor for Batoon. Oh, nice missile ending there. Very nice. Oh, that's a nice setup too. Yeah, so Ryan actually got like the more difficult pattern, the top pattern there, and even went around and
I wanted it so bad. I hope I didn't blow out everyone's ears like yelling no.
Oh, that was perfect.
Oh my god.
This next trick here, full halfie. Oh, nice. I think you were exactly a pixel above what it was needed. So that's a really hard trick. You have to store that short charge there, do really quick wall jumps, run through the door, and then jump and release it. I don't know like the frame windows or whatever, but this is a very tight window which you can release it and spark through that entire hallway. So getting that full halfie is really cool. That's awesome.
You know, everybody calls the top pixel the haircut. Nobody ever calls the bottom pixel like the knee scraper or anything.
Oh, I like that. You know what? I'm gonna start calling it the knee scraper because I'm out here scraping my knees on that. So.
Oh, that was
big choke.
A beautiful fight up to that point.
Shout outs to my man Nevdi. Ryan was kind of just doing that spark in honor of our Australian friend Nevdi there.
Yeah, Nevdi's sick with it.
Yeah, he's really good at up sparking Dragon. I agree.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think I'm getting back with the other halfy now. Oh wow, I got like...
You just wanted the farm. You just wanted
no
to
help
yourself up.
from Dragon. So
Not too much health,
nice.
but it's nice to have these supers. Kind of a relief because Ryan's now heading towards the end of the game. All the bosses down besides Mother Brain, so we're heading towards the end of the game. The room called G4 with the statues. And generally getting there with anything more than like 3 supers in this route is considered like very good. So we're at 7 right now. So if we get no supers, we'll still end up with 5. So it's still great.
Mm-hmm. A nice backup Coliseum too.
Yep.
Oh, the door block. That's okay. Also, thanks for the compliment, by the way. Oh my gosh, I saw a 76-month tier 2 subscribe. That's wild. That's cool.
That's awesome.
I'm also going to hop in real quick to remind you all that this is your last chance to get your donations in for Save or Kill the Animals before their fate is decided.
Well, yeah, so what's the lead currently?
Save the Animals is in a pretty decisive lead by $2,000. However, it's still anyone's game, really. You never know what could happen.
We need someone to donate $2,001 for kill. Stat.
It must happen.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't farm, but I don't know. Just in case.
Honestly, that farm, it does not take a long time, and it's so much added security to the end of the run. It's like completely fine for the most part.
Yep.
Basically, outside pushing for world record, it's like fine to hit that farm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even then, a lot of times you might want to get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I in a lot of my experience, I did it a lot. I did it more than I skipped the drops, I think.
Yeah, sometimes it could make the difference in the Metroid's rooms, right?
Yeah.
Even just giving yourself, well, for me, like, I guess we haven't talked about it a ton, but to me, I find this game to be very like mentally challenging. Like, it's really like I'm just constantly being like exhausted basically by how the game is going. And having like high health and high supers going into the end of the game like might give me the confidence to literally play better and be less nervous and stuff. So I think like that is a pretty big component in like high levels in speedrunning in general and especially this game. I guess I don't know if you feel similar, Zos, to that, but
Yeah, I think there's something to that. I mean, you can't obviously there's a trade-off there, obviously, but I think there's definitely something to that. Being comfortable and not having a clouded mind by worrying about if you're going to get the perfect drops or whatever.
Yeah.
You can focus on the execution at that point.
For sure.
Exactly. For me, it's like health being a concern coming here sometimes. Well, definitely with like a lot less health than this. If I'm like under 100, then I'm probably like, uh-oh. I gotta not make a mistake.
A little scary, yeah. And there's a couple of different strats here too. There's like some health conserving strats if you know them, and some strats take a little bit more health to pull off in this first room.
Yep. I did not get the start button pressed. Uh-oh. I mean, it's barely a time loss, but whatever. So it saves like 40 frames if you pause going down the elevator or something like that.
Yeah,
I've heard some mixed things on that, but you guys know me. I'm not really a frame. I don't know a ton.
Yeah, I think it's not literally 40 frames. I think it's something a little different, like 48 or something like that. But
yeah.
I got you.
I could be wrong too. I know it saves time, so I do it. I don't have to worry about it. It's not. There's no difficulty to it, so just do it and save. I don't need to know exactly how much time I saved.
Exactly.
At some point, it's nice to know, but you can sort of forget that stuff sometimes.
Right.
Exactly. All right, don't shoot a super. I had to really think about it.
I'm timid with shooting that super on that last room. I'm someone who will do it even, I think, with 9 supers, and I think everyone varies there. They have a pretty high chance of dropping supers, but the reason Ryan shot missiles there instead of a super to save some time is if you kill all the Metroids there and they do not give you the drops, that's your last chance.
Exactly.
One other thing that I would add to that is you kind of want to have a little bit of a margin of error here for Mother Brain 1 because even with the extra missile pack, you don't want to be cutting it close in a marathon necessarily because you can soft lock here if you miss a super or two, even with full here. So you don't really want to be starting with less if you can help it.
Right.
Yeah, turrets can get you.
By the way, Ryan did pull off the new-ish baby skip, pistachio skip.
What is happening?
There is a chance you froze it a little high, but I can't really tell. Sometimes if you freeze that Rinka like a pixel too high, then you can't actually get through on the skip. I'm not too sure if that's what happened, but... And there we go, getting through.
No idea. All right, 89th try. That's all we needed.
89,000th.
Yeah, 89,000th try.
It was quite a while. Oh, that turret tried at the end there.
Yeah, that turret it wanted it.
No, I was like,
that Zeb skip it can be like that. It's just, it's one of my least favorite things because it does have a bit of inconsistency whether it wants to let you in there, unless you if you do it perfectly every time, you jump the frame that you're supposed to, but that's not always realistic, I guess.
Yup. Let me in! Yeah, Mother Brain, not gonna lie, could still be scary even though I have 5 E-tanks, but could be a couple mistakes.
It's a reactionary boss. It is scary. Mother Brain essentially does something different every time.
Yeah, as you can see right there, I got scooped by all the onion rings right there.
Yeah, the onion rings don't give you any invulnerability frames, I don't think, or at least not many, so they can just chain you for 20 damage each. Full chain of 100 damage or something.
Yeah, I got collected by them. Yeah, what would have been good was not being in range to die to a double hit ketchup, so it's mostly what I'm concerned about now.
Scoops, Haagen-Dazs.
Oh my
That's an old esports like fighting game thing. I didn't know if any of y'all would catch that.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Marvel baby video.
See, I've got some competitive gaming background too.
Hey,
Yeah, my bad.
I'm a D+ StarCraft player. Dang it.
I mean, if you could even play Brood War, that's impressive, honestly. That game is so difficult.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
you're a former pro StarCraft 2 player.
I thought you were going to say Brood War. I was ready to correct you instantly. I was like, nah, I was too noob for that. Trust.
I read your Twitch bio.
Well, good job to Ryan. That fight honestly is stressful no matter what. I think most runners are always stressed out during that fight because you have to focus, you have to lock in, and it's completely reactionary. Mother Brain does different things every time. And Ryan, again, showing us how it's done, getting through the fight, and any real risk of getting cooked now is kind of, past us, I think. But just don't think about, someone's first 41 attempt.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, I said someone.
I'm sorry to that someone. Okay.
Wait, did you see that live? Oh my goodness. The shame.
Dude, I saw the VOD later and I was so sad for how sad you sounded after that happened. I was like, oh no.
Funny.
My heart sank.
It's kind of brutal. There's such a long cutscene here. If you if you know you have to play really well to finish out the run to hit some sort of benchmark, it gives you a lot of time here to think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, just sitting there, Samus kneeling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why I gotta do hundo so you can just do stand up and not have to think about it.
That's true. Look at that wobble, dude. Very nice.
Caught her in the infinite.
But yeah, I mean, Ryan showed us how it's done. It's not a super tough thing, but there is a rhythm, there is a strat there. You have to be in the right position. And funny enough, it is easy, but it can go wrong. Things can go wrong there on that fight, and you can sort of start getting comboed. And you can lose enough life to where you can't spark later, which found out was possible.
Oh, awesome. Animals incentive. We should cut it off now. By the way. Am I saving or killing?
With $3,089.33 raised for direct relief, we are saving the animals.
Oh my gosh. Not about the animals, but just I fell down in what some runners call the Leodoc's room. This is way before my time, but apparently a really good runner, Leodoc's, fell down that room in the race and lost due to that fall. So that's why
I
it's
thought you
named
were just
after
giving us a tour before the planet gets zapped.
right? I've already wasted so much time because I gotta save the animals, but I gotta make it a little close before the planet explodes.
Admire some of the architecture one last time.
On the real though, thank you everyone so much for donating towards this bid war, and also, making me have to save the animals, as you can see me flounder about right here. I don't even know if this is gonna work, by the way. Never mind.
That was better than I thought, honestly. You didn't smash into the wall, so I'm already impressed.
Holy
You actually
moly.
stored the spark.
Wait, am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm supposed to go the other way. See, this is what y'all donated for, so thank you very much, by the way. So try
I would
Alcatraz
have
again.
forgot about that for sure.
All right, and time, by the way.
GG's.
GG.
Very nice,
Thank
Ryan.
you. And it was that half a minute that I'll never get back from saving the animals there. No, on the real.
Goodbye, half a minute. We'll think about you.
On the real, yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for donating to such a good cause. And I guess what else was I thinking of? Oh yeah, so yeah, thank you both, by the way. Yeah, Emmett and Zoast for holding down the comms and making it a very chill run that I could actually like cruise through too. So seriously,
Yeah,
I was
man.
like extra nervous because I didn't get to practice. Like I practiced the first like 30 minutes of the run like once before starting this, so I was definitely extra nervous. So
You killed it. So we did not notice. So good job, man.
Yeah, thanks for
felt-
having
felt-
us, Ryan and GDQ as well. I'm happy to help be a part of this. I'm thankful that everybody's doing this. So thanks for that. And thank you, Emmett, for co-commentating with me. It makes it so much easier having somebody fun to co-commentate with. So
For sure. I think it's our first time, so I'm happy to do it with you, man.
Oh, it is your first time. Okay, I was hoping that was the case because I was like, as I was like asking both of you, just to make it happen because I thought that it might have been the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay. I'm really happy about that then. Because yeah, I guess of the Super Metroid runners that I know, like, well, both of you are like the first two that I've met in person, actually. So. Yeah, it's Emmett because I've known from Smash since like 2016, and Zos met at DreamHack Atlanta when I went 2019 when I went for Melee. But yeah,
I got you,
Oh, and
beat, Zos.
Kip. And we met Kip as well, or I met Kip for the first time as well at that.
yeah,
That was super dope. But yeah, anyways, my bad about all the rambling. But
that
I
was a
guess
welcome surprise. It was a welcome surprise to meet you there.
absolutely, and getting pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Hey. And yeah, I guess closing thoughts. Yeah, if you want to shoot a follow, I'm at Ryan_Ford522. I assume that like mods will give a shout out or something, but I have seen some familiar names in chat, like Skybills and Karar in chat, and I saw Rom Scout earlier in chat too, so that's dope. There were a few more people, but I'd be here forever, like naming everyone. Unsure if I'll be live tonight, but maybe. But even still, like, yeah, keep the donations coming since this event is not over yet. And yeah, I'm glad to be able to play a part in it with a great speed game like this as well. 'Cause, yeah, I honestly thought that someone else would be running this instead of me. But anyway, yeah, with that, if both of y'all want to give out closing thoughts as well, yeah,
No,
take
just GG's, and I think you did amazing. And guys, check Ryan out. He's dope. So go check his channel out. And thanks for having me.
Just ditto that. I don't have anything else to say. As well said.
All right. Well, we'll catch y'all later, and thanks, Beth, for hosting too.
Nighty night, y'all.